Hey, hello, and welcome to the show. It's me, John Park, and it is time for another edition of JP's Product Pick of the Week. Thanks so much for joining me, and I will first of all thank the people over in our YouTube chat. A bunch of people over there today. So hello to, pull open my chat here, Dave, Tackle the World, Jordy, who else we have? Roger, Anthony, Chad. Welcome, Anthony. Thanks everyone for stopping by. And if you're wondering where our main chat is happening, I shouldn't say main, the other chat is happening. Check out our Discord. You can go to adafruit.it/Discord. Jump on over into the live broadcast chat channel, and there's a bunch of people there too. That is partly one reason I send you there, is it's a great place. The other is we're not keeping an eye on the Twitch or LinkedIn Learning or other chats. It's just too many chats, Facebook. So if you're wondering where everyone is, if there's radio silence, head on over to our Discord. It's a great place to participate. So first thing I want to do is send you to one of two places today. We have two URLs, two QR codes. These are very similar products. We're doing a sort of a double whammy. And if you head there, you will not only find this video living inside the page, so you can hang out right there, but you'll also find a deep discount on this week's product pick. I believe we're at 50% off. It's true. So head on over there if you want. And if you want to see it unveil itself naturally, then you're in luck, because I'm going to have Mrs. Lady Ada I'm going to have Lamore jump in and tell us all about it. So take it away.
Oh man, I love
Can we just do this, like,
wires and boxes. We had before just the just the one box. But here's the thing about the other. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna grab it. I'll be right back. Okay. So this is
we've had this for a while.
So this is from Electronics Express, and this is kind of cool. And this is the box. And here's the issue, though. They use these large spools. And so this was a little bit wider. And like the spools, actually, this is like what they look like, almost full. So the spools are, they're just bigger than they need to be. And so this was the original box. And this was cool. But we wanted to have, one thing, we wanted to have a set of 10 in the box. And so what we did is we contacted the factory that makes our wire spools and said, hey, could you put these in a box for us? And like, we'll design the box and everything, and they did. And so instead of just having 6 wires, which is okay, 6 is fine, but you know what's better than 6? 10.
Yeah.
Because 10 is always better than 6.
Yeah,
for almost every purpose, almost everything.
Yeah.
And so you get red, orange, yellow, green, all colors, the standard electronic colors. They've got the little punch outs, and the way we can fit this many is they're just, the spools are just, they're skinnier, but they're wound more. So it's the same size as the other box, but you get more spools. It's a little bit more expensive because you have to pay for the spools. They're still like $250 each or whatever. It says Adafruit on it, so it's lovely. 10 set of solid core and stranded, and then we also have now we have a smaller for the 6 wires. It's cuter and smaller, and this is a 6 set of solid, so you can get 6 or 10. I think 6 is good for most. But like, honestly, at home, I got the 10. I just love having multiple colors, especially when I do diagrams and tutorials, because I want to say, like, the SPI clock pin is orange and the I2C data pin is green. And so, like, having all those colors is really helpful.
I like this because it's like it's like Adafruit with a rainbow coming out the side.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
And, you're probably like, okay, but everyone just uses the black and red wires the most. What do we do? But we stock all the spools individually. So when you're done, you just remove this and you just slide it out.
Get a refill.
And you just refill. You just take out the white, put in this one, and you can, because you're always going to use black and red the most. And then you can just swap them out. That's what I do, so you can get a refill later. But this is like my favorite thing in the world. I love these wire spool boxes. This is a great invention. Oh man, I love
Can we just do this? Like,
wire.
That was just going to repeat, wasn't it? Yes. So let me jump down here to my overhead, because this is the product pick of the week. This week it is the hookup wire spool set, and I've got a 6 and a 10. So let me show you these right here. This is the product pick of the week this week. It's a double. We have the 10 and the 6 solid core hookup wire spool sets. These are 22 AWG, and they are perfect for breadboarding and prototyping. So if you, first of all, let's jump over to the true product pages for these. You can see these are on deep discount. So $14.98 for the 10 set and $7.98 for the 6 set. These are great just to re-up. Even if you already have some of these, get more. They're great to have. And I have done exactly what Lady Ada has said, which is re-upped the black and the red, which by far go the quickest. But also green and yellow I tend to go through a lot, depending on the types of projects I'm doing. I grab those. But you can for sure find a use for these in any of your breadboarding and prototyping. One thing that I do a lot, let me jump to this view here again, is this type of prototyping. In fact, this was a different product pick of the week, and I wanted to be really clear about which color, using the colors, which pin was going to which pin. So when you're documenting stuff, if you're using something like fritzing in particular, you will find all these colors and some extras, but all these colors available for documenting and keeping things clear. It's really easy to, if you use all the same color wire, to get confused. I know I get confused easily. So this is a case where I'm actually using a PermaProto board, and I first built this on a breadboard, then I just moved it over to the PermaProto and was able to make sense of my wiring and match my fritzing diagram. Here's another example. I was actually breaking out this teensy audio card here, and you can see I just needed some clarity here of which pins I was breaking out. I made a little diagram for myself, and then I can go and hook these up to the appropriate pins on a different microcontroller if you're not using this directly with a teensy, which I was getting ready to hook this up to a feather. I want to use all these beautiful colors of wire so that I keep sense of the project. Now, if you are getting ready to prototype something, here's how you use them. Surely everyone has used these before, but I'll say a couple of notes. Don't use stranded wire when you can use solid core, because strands can be your enemy. They can end up touching things that they shouldn't touch. So I will just take a little bit off of the ends of my wire and end up running them like that. The solid core, this gauge works great. 22 WG works great for pressing them in and getting a solid connection. This isn't falling out easily, but it's great for getting a solid connection. So you'll find I've got these little ice cream sprinkles all over the place when I'm working on this type of prototype, because I use my little handy wire strippers to strip a little off the ends there. So let's take a look at these, both the 10 and the 6. Jump out a little bit here. So if you open these up, you actually have an option to, when you get the new one, it's going to have all of these sort of pre-punched holes, but they're not always fully punched out, so you just pop those out. It's a little cardboard. You have them on both sides, so you can, which is a luxury, you can decide which side of these you want your wire coming out of. I've picked sort of a consistent front side here in these two cases. And as Lady Ada showed, if you need to, you can just lift that nice plastic dowel up and add a new wire to this, a new spool to this if you run out of one, and we sell all of the major colors as replacements, at least red and black. I don't know about others. So here you can see we get white, black, gray, brown, a purple, dark purple, blue, green, yellow, which you can see I'm going through a lot of, orange, and red. So that's a really nice set. If you look at the set of 6, you get the blue, white, green, yellow, red, and black. And that'll do you well for a lot of projects for sure. So there is, here's a nice picture of these you can see here, even better than my overhead of those. There is not a lot else to say about these other than go get yourself some. It is a good deal on these. There are, I think it's consistent. It's 25 feet on each spool of the 6 or the 10 colors. Let's see. Any thoughts or questions in the comments? This was the most straightforward product pick of all time, I think. No code example, no how-to really. Okay, I managed to attempt to do a bit of a how-to. Let me pop open my Discord here. Where'd you go, Discord? There you are. No questions. This is not surprising. So, someone says they're out. Are they out of stock already? Let me reload. No, it looks like we have stock. I'm not sure. Maybe you meant something else by that. Excellent. So that is going to do it for today. I know it's a short one. I can ramble a little because one thing I have to remind people is that there is no coupon code necessary, but the discount is just during the show here. So during this time, while I'm still talking, before we end this, you will want to head over to one of those URLs, either product ID 3174 or 1311. You can use these QR codes or this URL down here. Throw some in your cart. You can get up to 10 sets of, I believe, each of them. I don't think we split that 5 and 5. We may. I don't know if anyone wants to test the theory and get a whole bunch of wire. But you can get these for the half price just by putting them in your cart. There's no coupon code. The price will go back up after the show, so that's why I'm stalling a little bit here. I can tell I'm triggering people, namely ToddBot, because I don't have my colors in order here. If you look at, I don't have RGB. I've got way out of order. Blue, green, red. That's wrecking you if you're OCD about these things. But you're welcome to rearrange those all you want. Another thing I'll say is actually I have used this method with other types of wire. We have the silicone wires, stranded silicone wire. I have taken boxes and put a dowel through, punched my own holes, and made these. You can also reuse these for other types of wire you may have around. Also, fun historical fact, I didn't realize that this was where I had gotten this, but when I saw the, let me pop this off of here. When I saw that making of video from Lemoore, or that new video, I'd forgotten where this had come from. I did have one of these Electronics Express ones. It's kind of dusty right now. And it looks like I used up the red and the black and never replaced those, so I just have the 4 on there. But this is nice because that does give me one extra color of blue. You might have seen I cheated a little bit on one of those examples and had a light blue. This one had a lighter blue. But any trick that you can. How about going out with a song? Well, we're going to go out with... So let me close this off. And out. I don't think I have anything to hang on there, but we'll try. That's my product pick of the week. This week it is the 10 and 6 spool hookup wire set, solid core. It worked. All right, thanks everyone for coming. For Adafruit Industries, I'm John Park, and this has been JP's product pick of the week. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.